half of it today. Correct? So first, actually, let's try and understand what is transportation system. Okay, Unmana, can you please share what is transportation system? Unmana?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
I was asking,
Ma'am?
yes, I was asking to Unmana, what is basically transportation? Transportation, what is the definition of transportation?
Ma'am, I think the meaning of transportation various like in our body we transport blood from various parts of our body, and like nutrients are transported. And simple, if we not talk about our body, but like in simple daily life, if we go from one place to another, that's transport.
Correct. Right. Unmana, would you like to throw some light on it? Arna, can you please throw some light on it? What is basically transportation? I'm just asking transportation in general.
Transportation is the... Ma'am, just a minute.
Yeah, tell me in general what is transportation? Just general.
Transportation is the movement of...
Yeah, tell me you're going good. Yes, you're going correct.
substances from one place to another.
Exactly, exactly. That is exactly what is transportation. For example, if this is a human being, he is standing in point A and he has to go to point B, right? So the distance that he will be covering, the distance that he will be traveling, he will be moving, right, is basically transportation. It's, if it is, even better if he uses a maybe a vehicle. The vehicle will be the transportation system for his movement from point A to point B, right? So I'm sure most of you, all of you actually, must have studied, what are the three kinds of transport that we have: land transport, air transport, and water transport. These are the three kinds
Yes,
of
ma'am.
transports, right? All of you have studied in your junior classes. So what is the meaning of land transport? Matlab, whatever transportation, for example, you want to send, you have a gift, right? You have a gift with you and you want to send this gift from Delhi to maybe Lucknow. How will you send the gift? And you want to send this in 2 days because it is somebody's birthday. So you would require a transportation, a transport, right? And over a period of time that human being is there on the earth, we already have a established transportation system. So the gift will first, maybe, there will be a courier person who will come to your doorstep in a bike. He will pick it up from your house and he will leave it in the office. From the office, a huge truck will come. A huge truck will come and carry the gift and will take it to the warehouse, right? And from the warehouse, another truck will be there. That truck will take it to the airport, or maybe the train station, whichever, mode you must have chosen. Super fast. If you want the gift to be reached the very same day in the evening, then it will go to the airport. If you can say, now I can wait, it's okay for 3 to 4 days, then it will take it to a nearest train station. That is also transport, plane and train. And from there again there will be a truck which will go to the Lucknow warehouse. From the Lucknow warehouse it will go to the, maybe DTDC's, if it's the company that you have chosen, it will go to the DTDC office. From the DTDC office it will go to your friend's house. So here there was a truck, here there was a motorbike, here there was another truck, here there's plane and train. So many kinds of, vehicles were used for transportation, for transporting this gift from Delhi to Lucknow. This is a transportation system. that's there on planet Earth. This is there on our planet, on planet Earth. Similar transportation system is there inside every living organism. You know, a living organism will not survive if there is no transportation system. Transportation system. Okay, my next question, Priscilla, answer. Why do living organisms need transportation system? Do they also want a car and a bike and an aeroplane and a train to be running inside the system? Yeah.
Ma'am, because if I take example of oxygen, the lungs breathe in the oxygen, and if it doesn't get transported to other parts of the body, the other cells will not get oxygen.
Very good. So what is it doing basically? How is oxygen being transported?
Ma'am, so the blood will carry the oxygen to different parts of the cells.
Exactly. Very good. So yes, Anna, the question that I was asking is, what are the substances?
Yes, ma'am.
What are the substances that are to be transported in a living organism? What are the substances?
Air, water, food, food
Correct.
particles.
Food and food particles will always almost be the same. Yeah.
And then yes, ma'am.
Okay. One more second. Just give me one. Right. Basically, it will be air or basically oxygen, food, right? And so these are the things that needs to be. These are substances which needs to be also waste materials, right? So these are going forward. We will start off that we would require. In fact, every living organism requires a transportation system for various things. What are the various things? First and foremost is, to take in air, right? We require oxygen, right? We require oxygen. Now, how will the oxygen enter our body, right? Now, as the other day also I was sharing, the air that we take in, right? Out of the air, it's just 21% is oxygen. Almost 79% is nitrogen. And the remaining are, other gases like argon, whatever gases, for example, there could be other toxic gases as well. Correct? So we would actually require only oxygen. But then again, we don't have a filtration system in our nasal cavity whereby we can only take oxygen, right? So we take the complete air, and deep down, maybe somewhere in the lungs, alveoli or wherever, this gets filtered and we take mostly oxygen. Okay, so we require air. That is the first and foremost thing that we would require, otherwise we will not survive. The second thing that needs to be transported is water. Why water? You must have heard that, all of us, every human being should have at least 5 liters of water every single day, minimum. Why? Because most, 70% of our body is made out of water, right? And most of our organs, the brain, the maximum portion of the brain is made out of water. There are cells. There are trillions and trillions of cells in our body, right? And all these cells are nothing but, they have a lot of water content. So just imagine a day where you do not have water, where you do not have even 100 ml of water.
Yes, ma'am.
I was asking Arna, can you please tell me that what will happen if one day we do not drink a single drop of water? What will happen?
We'll have less energy.
Okay, we will have less energy. What else?
We'll be having headache, kind of dehydration also.
Dehydration also. What else?
That's all I know.
Okay. See, I'll just, okay. So basically what happens at the cellular level? What happens at the cellular level is that all the cells which are normally, like those little small balloons which have got little organelles, it has got a nucleus. It's like a happy cell. Cellular level, what I was saying is that, the cells are like those they have a, 1 second. So, they have a nucleus, they have a cytoplasm, they have other organelles, they have a beautiful membrane, right? When they have a lot of water in them, correct? They are like happy cells. But what happens when there is no water? Can all of you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when there is no water, just imagine this cell, you have taken out all the water from the cell, so this cell will become like this flat and flaccid. It becomes like literally a sad cell. The organelles, the vacuole will become all pitchku, as in, there's no water content here. It will become dry. It will become...
Ma'am, but animal cells don't have vacuoles.
I'm talking about living organisms, especially plants.
Okay,
Right?
ma'am.
Yeah, I'm talking about living
Ma'am?
organisms. Yes.
Ma'am, so like,
Ma'am,
if you don't drink water for a day, like how many cells will die?
Imagine, I'll just take one organ. For example, I'll take the lungs. Right? I'll take the example of the lungs. This lungs is made out of almost, lakhs of cells. Lakhs or millions of cells. Right? And just imagine one by one, all these cells, getting flaccid, getting dry, getting saggy, there's no water content. So what will happen to these lungs? The lungs in general will stop functioning slowly and slowly. First, maybe in the next 2-3 hours of not getting water, it will not function properly. It cannot carry on, the alveoli, the air sac that all we studied the other day, that will also get droopy. It will not be tight and taut because, water really builds up turgidity.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
Yeah. So when we talk about turgidity, it is basically making for example, in case of plants, it will keep the stem erect, turgid, right? Even in case of cells, it keeps the cells turgid, tight and taut. And when there is no water, it will all become very weak, right? It becomes very weak and, droopy. So, and what are organs? Organs are all made out of cells, tissues. So just imagine in the next 5 hours, 6 hours of not having water, the brain, the most important part, the brain will also, if not stop functioning, but then again you will be in a state of confusion. The brain cells, they have a lot of water content in them.
Ma'am,
Yes?
like if you don't drink water for a day, how many cells will die? Like, or can they bear like not having any water for a day?
You will not be able to calculate it like that because nobody has counted how many cells are there in our body. There are trillions and zillions of cells. The cells which are as small, we can't even see with our naked eye.
Will the cells die, or can it bear? Can the cells bear
The cells will be
for a
there.
day?
The cells will be there. That's what I'm saying. The cells will become flaccid. It will become a little flat and dry and saggy, but there will be a few cells which will die, which is cell death. Cell death is a very normal process. Every day we are having cells which are dying. The cells, once it grows old, after a few days, a cell doesn't live for long, right? Maybe it is like a cycle. An old cell dies and a new cell is produced. So cell death happens every day. But when one consumes very little water, then the cell death increases. The amount of cell death increases. Right? And what I was talking is about the brain. Once the brain cells stop working, it will slowly stop sending signals to the other organs. That is a state of confusion. For example, somebody will ask that, tell me what are the vowels. Instead of saying A, E, I, O, U, your brain will process it differently and you will say, B,